Hi, I'm Ted Stalnos. I'm president of the Calumet Area Industrial Commission, a membership organization that was formed 50 years ago. Some of our better-known members are Ford Motor, Sherwin-Williams Paints, Kellogg's, CSX Railroad, and so forth. In addition to our economic development arm, thanks to Karen and her group and others, we have a pretty robust workforce development program that serves the South Side. We are located in the Pullman community. I'm a lifelong South Sider, born and raised in West Pullman, Fenger High School, now live in Hegwisch, so I'm right there. So, from my perspective, I don't know how many millennials and others are aware that Ford Motor employs 4,500 employees, has another 1,500 employees on the far south side as Tier 1 suppliers. The Finkel Steels, the Method products, and now Whole Foods. And looking at my neighbor there, Dave Doy, and what he brought into the Pullman community and continues to work hard. So I think it's the best kept secret. I agree that we don't have enough good news that's out there, and I think we talked about this before, is that we hear so much about the violence on the South Side. No one's talking about Pill Hill. No one's talking about West Chesterfield and all these great African American communities that we know so well, and it never gets out there. And if I can expound on the on-the-job training, I have one company right now on the South Side I've written checks out that are a little over $160,000 of their tax money back. But in addition to that, we provided them with job descriptions for their new plant, and we found all of their 83 new employees at no charge. So they got some of their tax dollars back and so forth. So we count on the organization to let other people know what's available and what's out there. My biggest challenge, our biggest challenge, is letting and getting the word out, especially to African American millennials, that there are great jobs that you can start out at an entry level and have no college debt and assimilate up to a six-figure income. And the word is not out there. Manufacturing doesn't sound sexy. It doesn't sound something that they want to do. But and what's really, I think, is really it mirrors IT in some way. It takes some credentialing, not a whole lot. One of my board members, as an example, was our board chair for a while. Finished an electrical apprenticeship. Last year he did $62 million in sales. He's never seen a college classroom in his life. And I don't know if that's getting out to young people on the South Side. Those opportunities can be there. So he had to learn about doing his books and the whole 9 yards, but what he really concentrated on his end, hired the right people, and we've got to be able to get that word out. I have hundreds of jobs that we can't fill on the South Side right now that we just don't have, and the South suburbs.
Careful, you're going to be mobbed at
That's fine. I'd be more than happy to do that. And then, another difficult thing that we have to do, though, just to be, it's not all peachy and roses, is we have one-to-one come to Jesus meetings with our members and others that simply do not want to pay a livable wage. Mm-hmm. And we do not, we tell them right out. And we actually are doing a wage survey. We're finishing it up today, in fact, on what the average wages are out. We have a third party do it for us. So there's a downside to it, too. We have to tell employers, no, you're not going to get a Mensa member for $10.50 an hour. You're going to have to realize if you're building a business plan where you don't build enough margin, where you have to pay, let's say, under $14 an hour, $15 an hour, it's unsustainable. You're not going to be able to keep people. You might get them for a month or two until they can find something better.
Absolutely.
So.